Good morning, good afternoon. How's everyone doing today? It is currently May the 2nd, Thursday, and we are already starting to see our next severe weather event begin to unfold here in the central US, and the US overall is still going to continue to be a pretty busy month. And today has upgraded a bit now. We actually have an enhanced risk for portions of Abilene, going through portions of Austin, west of Dallas, all the way down to San Angelo. And today's threat is mainly going to be driven off a 30% hatched area for significant large hail, pretty much ranging in 2+ inches in diameter, not out of the question for today in that small little area. And we're also going to have that wind risk for today. It's not as significant as the hail risk is going to be, but we do have that 15% probability of significant winds potentially reaching almost hurricane force within central Texas here. And then we can't forget about the tornado risk. It's very isolated today, a very small 5% near Abilene, maybe going down towards San Angelo with that 2%, and the 2% going all the way back up into Oklahoma. And that is for today. Now, with that being said, we do have two separate marginal risks before our main severe weather event, at least what I think is going to be our main severe weather event coming up, another potential tornado outbreak on the table, and I'll explain here why. But for Friday and Saturday, y'all can see down here two areas of marginal weather. I mean, 5% hail, maybe a 2% tornado risk down here in Texas, but this is not going to be our main concern. Now, going over to the day 5 outlook, the SPC has held that slight potential for severe weather going into portions of North Texas through Wichita Falls, central Oklahoma, Oklahoma City, Norman, going up through Wichita, Kansas, all the way up to pretty much Omaha and Lincoln, Nebraska, where we just had that tornado outbreak up there. But I do think that if we have a tornado outbreak or any significant weather, this will be generated a little bit further south into portions of central Oklahoma, maybe up into southern Kansas. And I think this may be one of the last tornado outbreaks we see this year, just because of somehow the longer range models are looking. I don't want to say it's not a possibility, but I think this will be one of the more substantial severe weather outbreaks that we'll see for the season by far. But focusing on today, we can jump over to the HRRR, the high resolution rapid refresh model, and this is going to kind of show us what the future holds. Right? It's not a magic ball. It's not a crystal ball. It's not going to show you exactly what exactly is going to happen per se, but it's going to give you an idea in the general area of where thunderstorms and potentially the time of where they could fire. And you can see Thursday, May 2nd, 4 p.m. Central Time today, right, where we have that slight risk out here in the Abilene area. Not much going on by 4, but if we take this ahead by an hour or two, going to 5, boom, 5 o'clock, you can already see some discrete cells firing just to maybe the north of Abilene or the west of Abilene. And we continue by 6 to 7 p.m. Later on this afternoon, late this afternoon, north of San Angelo, explosive supercell development going on up here, probably dropping very large to significant large hail up here, and as well down as the San Angelo area. And that's as far as we can see right now on the HRRR model, but expect explosive development of supercells roughly beginning around the 5 to 6 p.m. time frame for today. And y'all can see here on the dew points, which show the moisture in the air. And this is, you know, it's one of those things when you start seeing, moisture and dew points reaching pretty much all the way into Canada. And this is for the May 6th, right? Where they got that slight ridge stretching all the way down from northern Texas all the way up into the pretty much Nebraska and Iowa area. It definitely it's not lacking moisture for that day whatsoever. I mean, we've got dew points pretty much and moisture gradients, this dry line pushing all the way up into Canada pretty much, right? So it's a very substantial moisture, and that's not going to be a problem with the severe weather event coming up by any means. And we can see this on the CAPE, convective available potential energy, which shows us how much energy is in the atmosphere for the storms to grow and prosper. And we can kind of start with today, and you can see roughly about 5 to 7 p.m. when storms are supposed to be firing up here. We're pushing 2,000 to almost 4,200 joules per kilogram, right? So that's double, triple of the energy that we need in the atmosphere, these storms to feed off. It's like food for them. If they don't got food, they're not going to grow and they're not going to prosper, right? And we can take this all the way out to May the 6th, where we're expecting that severe weather event. And if it wants to cooperate here we go. If we go out to May 6th, right, and you can see, I mean, there's still plenty of energy, right, going all the way up into, Nebraska per se. and we're pushing through 3,800 joules per kilogram, which, like I said, that's still double to triple. But I think a lot of the energy and the forcing is going to be a little bit further south of this event. So it's going to be interesting to see how it unfolds and what takes place and the timing and everything on that. All right, and we can see on our upper winds, which kind of shows us our tornado potential. And, for today, this is why the tornado potential is not that high, because we really don't got a lot of, upper level winds. Our low level jet is really not cranking. And, we can see the difference right between today, I mean, maybe pushing 20 knots. I mean, it's not that impressive at all, to be honest. But we can take this all the way out to May the 6th, right, for a next severe weather event. And you can see I think it's going to be a nocturnal event the way the models are looking right now, but we can go into 4 p.m., 7 p.m., and you can see, I mean, just absolutely ripping, pushing almost 60 knots streaming in from the south. So it's going to be interesting to see how everything unfolds with this next severe weather event. And like I said, I think this has severe weather outbreak potential. Am I saying that it's going to be a tornado outbreak 100%? No, not by any means. But if the models do continue to verify and the ingredients do continue to keep coming together the way they're coming together, a tornado outbreak is not unlikely. So we'll just have to wait and see. This is going to include wrap it up for today's video, guys. I appreciate everyone that joined and watched this video. If you liked it, smash the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that bell for notifications for future videos. And I will see y'all in the next video.